So there you are. You just went to your face-to-face interview. Then they want to move you forward. You get your background check done, drug tests, everything that you need and your paperwork to start. Well, I'm here to tell you, congrats. You just became your airline's for the next few months to a few years. Reserve. It is the worst, the absolute worst. Man, okay, so I'm just gonna let you know how reserve works. I'm sure every airline is a little different, but there's definitely a lot of similarities. For example, you are on call. You never know what trip you're gonna get. And sometimes you don't even know when you're going to go on call until the day before. At least with my airline, it's like that. So for me, I live in Florida. However, I'm based in New York City. When I first started and I was on reserve, I did try to hold down 2 jobs, one in Florida, one in New York. I know I'm crazy, but hey, I grew that rapport with my former employer. So I was able to just, stick it out for a little bit. I'll tell you right now, it was difficult. Reserve is not easy. Let's think of the cons. You get terrible pay. You never know when you're gonna get used. You get terrible pay. Life isn't as flexible as it used to be. Oh, and the other thing, you get terrible pay. So most people try to live where they're based, and that might even mean moving. Did I move? No. You are, however, gonna have to get a crash pad. What's a crash pad, you ask? A crash pad is a living space where a bunch of people in the airline industry, whether they're pilots, whether they're flight attendants, you all live in this one little space, and you spend anywhere between $250 to maybe $350 a month. Most crash pad owners want you to stay there for about, 10 to 12 days. When you're on reserve, I don't know how that's even possible, and sometimes I wonder if they even remember that. But either way, for me, I used to stay there about maybe 18 days. Please make sure that you stay clean and that you don't mess up anyone's stuff. Because let me be honest, it is a shared space. Remember, this is not your apartment, so you can't do whatever you want to do there, okay? Fortunately, I lucked out. My roommates at my crash pad are amazing. We're all people of color. There's one that isn't, but let's be honest, deep down, she chocolate. But yeah, we're all grown adults and we have just a good time. We even have outings together. We've even taken trips together, which is really cool. Can't really say that all crash pads are like mine. Actually, it's very rare that you find a crash pad that's like mine. But anyways, let's get back to this reserve life. So practically, when you're on reserve, you're on call for about 18 to 19 days a month. And sometimes those blocks can be from like 3 to 1, they could be 12 to 10, 4 to midnight. That's how reserve is. When I was on reserve, I did it for about, maybe like 8 months. And then after that, I was able to go into a certain program that allowed me to fly all the time and have a line, which was, by the grace of God, and thank you. However, my classmates, because some of them weren't in the program I was in, they had to wait much longer than that. But again, every airline is different. For some airlines, you have to be available and on call for a full 24-hour period. Obviously, it's once a month, and then they normally give you trips the rest of the month. But with my airline, that's how it was set up there. What hurt me the most being in the airline industry and being on reserve was the pay scale. So for some people, we have a different pay scale than other airlines. You can either make more hourly by doing one thing, or you get paid a certain amount hourly, and then after working a certain amount of hours in the month, you get time and a half. Obviously, I felt like I was gonna try to, work more hours, so I chose that regular one where I got paid time and a half after that certain amount. Did I ever get to work that amount of hours? No. Did I want to? Yes. But did my airline want me to be great at the time? No. But I'm all good now. If you're a commuter like me, I will give you a few tips. Make sure to get to base the night before you have to start. Always be ready to pack your bag. I mean, I have a bag ready right now just in case they call me or I have to go on a trip. Doesn't matter. I always keep a bag ready. Always bring a toothbrush and some deodorant with you. And make sure you know the loads to every single flight to get to base. I'll tell you, there's some times where you're cutting it close and you don't know if you're gonna be able to have the jump seat, if you're gonna have to take the middle seat, or if you're just not gonna be able to get to base. Now here's a few tips to all the people that are gonna be on reserve. 1, save your money. Be smart with your coins. When I first started, I had to draw from some funds from my previous job. I had to scramble up and, dig into my savings. It's tough when you first start. If you have a hobby, just get used to doing it a lot. And if you don't have a hobby, you might want to find one because there's going to be a lot of downtime. Hey, you got to find one way to pass the time, right? Also, what I will tell you is please, while you have your downtime, start reading your guide, whatever it is, and know your rules. There will be some times where you get calls from crew services and they're going to be like, hey, you got to do this and you got to do that. And then you not knowing the rules, you're just like, okay, not knowing that they might be doing something that's not right. Not saying that's their intent, they're not bad people. But I mean, sometimes they cross the line. You can let them know like, hey, in the guidelines, it says that I'm not able to do that, or you're supposed to do this or do that. Just letting you know. Also, whether you're a commuter or you actually live where you're based, I say just explore the area. You have all this time. You get to just relax. See what your city has to offer while you're there. In New York City, I still think there's no greater place than Times Square. That's just my favorite place ever. And I fell in love with it again when I had to go back to base and, live in New York and do all that other stuff. But I am a Florida boy, so that weather, I can only deal with that in the summertime. After that, I gotta go back to the nice sun and nice warm weather down here in Florida. Also, what I will tell y'all is whoever your team lead is or whoever your supervisor, whatever it is, the person that helps you out in certain situations, get to know them, grow some rapport with them, because let me tell you, that could be crucial and key to your success. I've been fortunate to have a really good team lead. Everyone loves her in general. And let me tell you, baby girl be looking out for me. I do a lot of dumb stuff too, let's be honest, whatever. But I was in a situation where it wasn't my fault. And she went to bat for me because I said, hey, can you look into this? This doesn't seem right. She did, and let me tell you, the incident that was given to me is no longer counted against me. It got dropped. Got my PTO back from it. Everything is good. I'm lit right now. It's good. Please reach out to them. Build that rapport. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Somehow try to get more money. Go get a second job. Go drive Uber. Go do Lyft. Go do Postmates. Or go get a sugar daddy. Listen, whatever you gotta do to get some extra cash while you're on reserve, do it. This is not the time to be arguing with your significant other. If y'all living together and they got some, extra income, choose wisely when you want to argue, because you're gonna have to borrow some money from them sometimes too. I don't know that life. I've been single for the last 4 years, so I don't know. What I'm saying is choose your battles wisely. I'm not gonna lie, I really hated being on reserve. All the stress and anxiety that you get from it, just not making enough money. But what I will tell you is being on reserve, I got to meet a lot of cool people. I spent a lot of time in the crew lounge, so you get to meet other people that way and even get to know your teammates and your team lead better. It's only temporary, y'all. Think about the end game and the end goal. You will get aligned, and when you do, life is amazing. So keep on going forward. I know it's going to be tough when you go into reserve, and just go with it with a positive attitude, more positive than I'm making it seem. But what I will tell you is just keep on going and you'll be good. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, email me at broaderworldtraveler@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on Instagram, which is Peace and Passports. Have it right there for you. Hit me up. I'm here to help. I'm more than happy to help. And you all enjoy the flying and enjoy the friendly skies. Till next time.